This month wraps up with two major regattas on opposite ends of the country, the Congressional Cup in Long Beach, California, and the International Rolex Regatta in St. Thomas, U.S. Virgin Islands. The T2P team split up to bring you coverage of the events. Tucker and Bruce report.
So Eugenie Nagudnikov sees it, and Lee bows him tight. The match is close.
For 46 years, the Long Beach Yacht Club has run the Congressional Cup, one of the most successful and currently the only Grade 1 match race regatta in the United States. The quality race management and hospitality is all but unmatched, and it's no surprise that the event attracts some of the very best match racers in the world. This year was no exception, with former Congressional Cup winners Dave Perry, Gavin Brady, and Johnny Bernson among the 10 skippers invited.
Hardesty may have let Bernson get ahead of him. The overlap is broken.
The first 3 days saw intense competition in the double round robin qualifier, and the spectators on the Belmont Pier were treated to an up-close view of it all as the sailors enjoyed the Long Beach sea breezes aboard the ideally matched Catalina 37s.
Brady is yelling, go to the mark. Yellow flag, it's Brady who cops a penalty.
When the smoke cleared, four-time Congressional Cup winner Gavin Brady from New Zealand won the qualifier, and as a result chose USA's Bill Hardesty to meet in the semifinals. That left a rematch between reigning Con Cup champion Johnny Bernson from Sweden and last year's runner-up Francesco Bruni from Italy. As Brady wrapped up Hardesty to move forward, Bruni got revenge on Bernson, and the stage was set for a best-of-3 finals in a dying breeze.
At the top, Mark, it is all Bruni. And again, it's Bruni at the bottom. At the top, it's Bruni again. And at the finish, a moment that Francesco Bruni has waited for an entire year. He finished second last year in the Congressional Cup, but this year belongs to him. Congratulations, Francesco Bruni, the new Congressional Cup champion.
The International Rolex Regatta hosted by the St. Thomas Yacht Club is unique in two very remarkable ways. First, it's the venue in the U.S. Virgin Islands, complete with a stunning mountainous island backdrop, crystal clear seas, and the constant warm trade winds which always provide perfect sailing conditions. And it is here that Rolex began its unparalleled relationship with yacht racing 37 years ago. So it is fitting that the two come together every spring for this exceptional event. This year, over 65 yachts, their crews, family, and friends from all over the world joined in the competition in great shoreside activities.
Look at Kick 'em Jenny on the outside, bow 53.
Friday morning of day one featured a race from St. Thomas Yacht Club to Charlotte-Amalie, the island's main port. The downwind start had the smaller boats going out first, followed by the big boats in IRC blasting down the waves off St. Thomas. The afternoon restart was a drag race to the harbor entrance with great spectating from the shore for the beat back to the yacht club. Day two split the fleet with the big boats racing around Little St. James Island to start the day, while the unique IC-24 class enjoyed incredibly close short course racing backdropped on the island of St. John.
Moving up towards the larger IRC boats, the two TP-52s, Interlage and Vela Veloce, are locked in a battle.
On the final day, the majority of the fleet raced among the many islands and keys in Pillsbury Sound, while the IC-24s battled it out in Jersey Bay in spectacular conditions. At the regatta closing, 4 Rolex watches were awarded on the waterbound stage in front of the St. Thomas Yacht Club. In the IRC class, it was Richard Orland's Southern Cross 52 Vela Voce. James Dobbs' J122 Lost Horizon won Spinnaker Racing Cruising. The winner in Spinnaker Racing 2 was Chris Stenton in his Melgus 24 Devil 3. And in the IRC 24 class, it was Fraito Lugo. From the International Rolex Regatta, I'm Bruce Nair.
The end of winter is approaching the northern hemisphere, but the sun never stops shining down south.
How do you like this? Down on the south side of Catalina Island, you come out for a Sunday afternoon of fishing and you get a parade of the Presidente Cup.
The Presidente Cup, hosted by Casa de Campo Yacht Club in the Dominican Republic, hosts this international regatta at one of the finest resorts in the area. And while you're in the neighborhood, the Heineken Regatta celebrates 30 years of serious fun down in St. Martin. This regatta is known not only for its sailing, but for its off-the-water fashion shows, entertainment, and parties. It's a week-long match around the island and buoy racing. It's one of the biggest Caribbean events of the year, with 220 boats from all over the world. Vipers, J24s, Melgus 24s, and Melgus 20s meet on the race courses in Biscayne Bay in Miami, Florida, for the inaugural Miami Sailing Week. This event joins the 83rd annual running of the Bacardi Cup for the Stars, a very historical boat with some interesting evolutions that have placed it as the longest-running Olympic-class boat. Ashley Love brings you the history, people, boats, and action from Coral Reef Yacht Club, Coconut Grove, Florida. The America's Cup, the coveted trophy, the international battle for glory and bragging rights. T2P has the past, present, and future of this event. Now airing is a look back at the most exciting conclusion of an America's Cup race in history. The series held in 2007. There was also coverage of this year's America's Cup along with the aftermath, and thanks to Desktop News, reports from the Louis Vuitton Cup. While you're checking in with Sebastian Destremo, find out what other sailing is going on around the globe. The United States has a new Rolex Yachtsman of the Year, Moth World Champion Cora Gulari. T2P tracked him down in Key West this year to find out what this small flying machine master is up to now and where he's going from here. For T2P TV, this is Ashley Love.
You're watching T2P TV.
150 years of legendary financial strength and the proven experience of a leading investment firm have come together. Wachovia Securities is now Wells Fargo Advisors, with advisors nearby and nationwide. For the advice and planning expertise you need to address today's unique challenges, we're with you. Wells Fargo Advisors. Together we'll go far.